What's good, guys? Whether you're new here, whether you're turning for another day with the kid, it's Diesel, and welcome back to another reaction video.
Fuck my dick, bitch. I don't really care about my enemies. My new crib came with amenities. You gotta pay for my energy. You gotta pay for my hey.
Okay, guys, today's reaction video we're reacting to Jon Jones versus Daniel Cormier 2 UFC. What was it? 214? Yeah, UFC 214. Their highlights from that match. And I have to start off by saying, I think Jon Jones is a GOAT. I'm not some new fan. I've been a fan since I think it was the Stephen Bonner fight. I liked the guy before then. I was like, oh, this guy's good. But the Stephen Bonner fight was really like, this guy's a fucking animal. He's gonna go far, and he did go far. He had his troubles, stuck with him through it. Because honestly, everyone goes through things. Anyone acting like he's such a bad person for doing drugs and stuff like that, like 90% of you have done drugs. 90% of you have done coke or smoked weed or either that or got belligerently drunk, and either it got in physical altercations, verbal disagreements, messed up property, destroyed things, puked everywhere, fell asleep on the floor. Everyone has their curse, all right? Everyone has their curse. I've been in a college campus. Like, you can't tell me anything. Like, I've been on there. I know the amount of people who do drugs and shit like that. So don't tell me anything different. So don't hide this guy to such a crazy standard. Either way, like I'm not defending him. Stuff he did was wrong, obviously. So don't go in the comments saying anything. Obviously, the stuff he did was wrong, but get a guy a break. Touch up on that real quick before we start the video. We are going to start it. Calm down, relax. For the Woodley Maia fight. Stop giving Woodley so much shit. Like, why is all the attention on Woodley? Like, Maia was in the fight too. Maia was one making the fight the way it was. If Woodley wasn't worried about takedowns, it would have been a much more physical, trying to knock people out fight. So technically, it was more Maia's fault than Woodley's, because it's either he could have took the risk, got taken down, and lost the fight, which you guys would have made fun of him for, or he could have been safe and won the fight like he was, and then have you guys hate him anyway. So it was no real winning situation for him. I don't know why the hate is only going to Woodley. It should go to Maia as well, if any hate's going at all. I think it was a good technical bout. I mean, it wasn't as exciting, but all fights can't be like that. Like, come on. All right, and without further ado, let's jump into the video.
One of the best of all time, showed why people say that about him. Jon Jones stopped Daniel Cormier in the third round. Why don't you take us through the highlights?
Say what you want about Jon Jones, but you have to call him a winner. He found a way to win. Not only get the win, but get the stoppage over perhaps the second greatest light heavyweight of all time in Daniel Cormier.
I didn't say this, but props to Cormier as well. He is definitely a real champion. He's real good. I obviously I was a Jones fan, so I wasn't Cormier's biggest fan. But when you take away all that anger and all that animosity, besides that, he does seem like a decent guy. Besides their disagreements and their arguments.
Cormier was doing a great job of pressuring Jon Jones. He was the guy who was landing the cleaner, harder strikes. He was adapting extremely well. Had an answer to the clinch of Jon Jones. Even when he got taken down, he got right back up. But it was that shot. His hands were down. He was leaning forward. And every time your hands are down, you're leaning forward, you're susceptible to that big high kick. And that's exactly what Jon Jones threw at that time. And he got the stoppage.
Yeah, we were all watching the fight and scoring it round by round. We had Cormier up 2 rounds. In the third round, again, he was cruising to 3 rounds to nothing for Daniel Cormier. But he was a victim of his own success because he was walking him down. Jon Jones wasn't fighting to his strengths. I was getting a little frustrated watching Jones fight because, you know, all he was really throwing was the little kicks to the legs and a lot of elbows on the inside. For a guy that's 6 foot something within an 84-inch reach, way taller than Cormier. Sorry, I forget his exact height right now.
He's 6'4".
6'4", pardon me. He wasn't using any jabs. He wasn't using any straight shots. You know, he wasn't playing to his strength. So I was getting a little frustrated watching him fight. Of course, on the flip side, Cormier was doing a great job. He was staying nice and calm, cool, calm, collected, great
he was definitely doing a good job.
The right shots, but he was getting in there.
Yeah, Cormier was definitely doing a good job. If you're like me, you are on the edge of your seat for that fight, man. Whether you're a DC fan or a Jones fan, because 1 second it was like, oh, Jones, he's back to his usual things, and he's like picking Cormier apart, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh man, Cormier is like catching on to this. Oh, he remembers this from the last fight. He's blocking this. He's shaking his head, saying, no, you ain't getting that. Yo, that fight had you on the edge of your seat. I don't care what side of it you were on. Simply because, like, we've seen so many, like, undefeated people we didn't think would lose. Like, it started with, like, well, I don't think he was undefeated, but still. We saw, like, Anderson Silva lose, and we were like, what the fuck? And then Ronda lost, and then was it like Connor lost, and then Holly got beat by Misha, and it were, like, in my head I was like, holy shit, it's fucking, could Jones lose? Like, even around the OSP fight, I was like, holy shit, Jones might like fucking lose this. All that rust, it showed with a lot of people, like a whole lot of people. I don't know, I was nervous shit. And then this fight, it's like not OSP, no disrespect to OSP, but this is like Daniel Cormier. Had me on the edge of my seat, man.
Some good hooks, and for a shorter guy like Cormier, who has a much shorter reach, to be landing with hooks, I mean, that just says that Jon Jones wasn't fighting the best fight. Now, of course, as I said, victim of his own success, because DC was walking him down, being very, very successful, and maybe he got a little complacent because he walked onto a head kick, didn't have the correct defense, didn't have the hands up, and then from there, listen, that's why Jones is, you know, he'll go down in history probably as the best ever, because he had him hurt, had him wobbled, dived in for a flying knee, didn't connect with that, and then a beautiful ground and pound. We've seen the ground and pound from Jon Jones, and that looked like the Jon Jones of old. Boom, boom, boom. That was it. I would have liked to have seen the referee stop it a little sooner. Of course, he was giving DC time, but at the end of the day, what do I know? Congratulations, Jon Jones, and me.
Well, here we go.
All right, man, that's gonna do it for that video. Original link will be down below, so you can go check out the full video yourself without me talking over it, because some of you don't like that, even though what kind of reaction video really is it if I don't say anything about it? Like, it's kind of pointless. Yeah, original link will be down below. Go subscribe to them. It's UFC on Fox, so obviously they're gonna be putting out everything UFC, everything good UFC. So go check them out. They'll probably have a fight up in like a couple days, maybe 2 days, maybe even tomorrow. We never know. Yeah, if you like the commentary, subscribe to this channel as well. Like the video and everything. Let me know your thoughts on it. Are you a Jon Jones fan, or you're a DC fan? Do you think Jon Jones is the greatest ever? Do you hate him because of his coke addiction? Blah blah blah. Do you hate DC because he talks a lot of shit? Whatever. Put it in the comments, and that'll be it for this video, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.
Peace, nigga.